Welcome to the cup of coffee enjoyed around the world on a Tuesday morning. Bitcoin charts, not looking so great. Down again. Lots of inflows, except for yesterday. Still, the price goes down. Now, when we think about all the inflows that came in for 19 days straight, 19 days straight, I think it's a record, people are saying. Still, price didn't really balloon, did it? In fact, it really didn't go anywhere. And then they take the gas off for 1 second. 1 second. It goes down. But we talked about this, right? This is the bear flag. But can you imagine, for 1 second, being on the side of history? Your children, your legacy will be known as the people that helped in the downfall of Western civilization. I'm talking about the parasitic elite that are currently, unbeknownst to them maybe, let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they're so old and they're so corrupt that they've been doing it for so long they don't even know they're doing anything wrong anymore. Let's just give them that. They will be known essentially as those who brought down the Western civilization. Now, will we get like the 2021 bull run? Will we have another peak in this Western civilization? I mean, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. So what I'd like to see, and this has no real bearing on any political left or right or where you're on. Are you a fan of Trump? Great. If you're not, great. Are you a fan of old senile poopy pants? Yeah, great. If you're not, great. I really don't think that that's going to bear any or lack of fruit. What happens, and I've been saying this for the longest time ever, you got to fix the money, right? Until we fix the money system, we're screwed. Because that money system is, by nature, programmed to screw you. You're not on the winning side. You're not in that club. You're on the losers club. So am I. We all are. So until they fix that, then we may just see the downfall of the Western civilization and all those psychopaths, all their children. Can you imagine their children? Like, I sometimes wonder what happened to the children of the previous psychopaths, because civilizations have an up and down, just like any money system. It's programmed to receive, and that reception is the ultimate death of that currency. And this is what it is. We're seeing it now, played out in the slowest bull market of all time. Streaming on Rumble, Twitter, and good old YouTube. The king of censorship. Do you feel a sway in the censorship movement? I do. I gotta say, and maybe that's my heartbreakingly optimistic outlook on things, but I do feel a sway in the censorship movement. I believe that the compassion that the strong have had for the weak ended up maybe hitting them in the face a little bit. You know, you can only be compassionate for so long until nobody likes a constant winner. Nobody likes a constant loser, right? There comes a time where if you're lacking in something, you have to pull up your pants and get better at it. But you don't expect the world to cater to your weaknesses. On the morning streams, we don't usually see ya. We'd still like to thank Althea for buying a decal off eBay and showing her support. That's right. Sometimes Althea, she says, as much as I like to watch the live streams in the morning, she's just too early for me. I'm on the West Coast, don't you know? So it comes in at 6 a.m. Oh my God. I've been up for 2 hours by 6 a.m., don't you know, Althea? It's not that hard. Well, thank you for the super chat, Squeaky McGee. Squeaky McGee, thank you very much for the super chat. Decals off eBay. I wondered, Squeaky, put a link to it if you have it. I don't know if buying a decal off eBay will get people there, but if you have a link, maybe put up the link. And now, of course, we talked about this yesterday. It's a bear flag. Here we go. I'll draw it out, I guess. She's getting pretty noisy here. There's the pole, there's the flag. You take the pole, you slide it all, the breakout point. This was the pole. And then we're all at 66.1. So what did we hit? We hit 66.7. That's close. But, I mean, this is a textbook. There it is, Squeaky McGee, eBay. This is a textbook bear flag. And they generally break bearish. That's why they're called bear flags. And this is just the ramblings of a dead market. You know, you can, whether you're bullish or bearish, we're just ranging. This is the range since, when was this? Oh my God, not even a month ago. So this is a month's range, basically upsy downsy, who caresies. And now we're back at the support. We're just under the support of this channel of eternal monotony. We don't want to get below it. Whoa, we got a first time super chat over on the Rumble. Let's see, how do I do this? Oh, I've got it screwed up here. Can't really see it, but Jade Smith, 77, not $5 Rumble, I think they call it, or I don't know. Rumble jingle for the dips. You do. Who's buying the dip? Anyone? Who's buying the dip? Anyone? Oh, I see, it's Haas and Pfeffer. Hey, you all know Haas and Pfeffer, don't you? Rumble jingle for the dip. Who's buying the dip? Anyone? Is anyone there? Who's buying the dip? They do, you do. Michael Norris says, I'm buying it. Steve-O, yes, bought this morning 67.5-ish. There you are. Thank you for the super chat. Or what is it called on Rumble? Is it called a Rumble? Anyway, Haas and Pfeffer, thank you very much. Make sure if you have the time, click over to the Rumble, give it some love, pump it. See, I'm more optimistic about Rumble for some reason. I feel like it's my wheelhouse, if that makes any sense. With YouTube, the reason why I've never had a job in my life is that I don't like authority. I have a natural aversion to it. So I could be doing something. I could be shoveling the walk, right? Let's say I'm shoveling the walk, and someone says, "Hey, can you shovel the walk?" Boom, I put the shovel down. No, I can't. I mean, it's very immature. And let me see if I can fix this. This is kind of annoying me. I don't know if I can sleep like this. Oh, I see. Everything's locked to a grid. Sorry, I can't do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of the live chat's fine. Anyway, I got such a problem with authority that I will stop doing what I'm doing, even though I like what I'm doing. If someone says I should do it. And if someone says I can't do it, well, I got to do it at that point. It just sets me off. It's the contrarian in me. And, it's a rant. Is that they call it a rant on Rumble? Well, thank you for the rant. And that's why I don't feel like myself on YouTube. As you know, this is my third year as a YouTuber, so to speak. And I did feel intellectually handcuffed, as much as I would, start going out on the risk curve. You end up putting in so much time that it's like, well, do I really want to blow this up just because of some thought? I'm like, nah, that's not the way I like to, it's not the way I like to exist in life. Sometimes I will hear from Duke's nanny, my mom, you shouldn't have said that. you don't want to piss people off. I'm like, this is our community, and if you get pissed off, well, it's not for you. That's how I see it. And I apologize if I kind of apologize if I've pissed anybody off with things I've said. Not really. It's if you get pissed off and you don't like it, then you've done us both a favor. I mean, you don't have to waste your time here, and there's one less person to piss off. But you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Rumble is even like, I feel like a lot of people in this community, Rumble is more up their alley. Just like we speak our minds. We're on the fringe, on the risk curve. And that's a little bit stifled. I've heard from a ton of crypto content creators on YouTube. Hold on a second. Maddie, you can't be successful on X ever. You especially can't be one of the most successful crypto people on X. I am saying you can. Oh, I get it. Oh, yeah, Dave Digital? Well, you just watch. You see, I can't? Well, God damn it, I'm going to be. I mean, one day, I'm more surprised at the size of this channel being so small as I would be as it being big. To me, it's like, what is big? I don't know. I mean, I think the feast and famine of YouTube is kind of beyond my thoughts, but I don't know if they're, so back to the, I've heard it from big channels, and I've heard it from, well, every channel is bigger than this, so to speak. But like when I say big, I mean, in the hundreds of thousands. They're all saying the same thing. Oh, YouTube is shadow banning this channel, so please do this, that, or this. Jade Smith, the more we chat here, the more fun it is. I think I'll help the transition to Rumble, I suspect. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that growth on Rumble. Like, I feel like with the growth on YouTube, it's been so sluggish, like everyone's been saying, that when you try to find the answer to sluggishness or slow growth, first I look inward and say, well, the audience doesn't find value in it, and that's fine, right? I'm okay with that. At least it gives me a reason to strive for better value. But, when everyone's saying it, you have to understand that the sentiment is so low. Like when I saw the dip today, even though we talked about this, we knew it was coming yesterday. You got this information 24 hours before it happened. I was like, oh, geez, this is the only thing I worried about, because I don't care if the price goes down. We know where it's going, right? You got to take your vitamin P and be patient. I feel bad for some of the people that won't hold on. You know what I mean? There's people that just can't take it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why they can't take it, because they've waited so long to get here, and to capitulate literally at the bottom of the bull market is maybe the most unfortunate thing that could happen to people. That's why I like I wasn't actually going to do a video today because some things happened and there's some production errors. Of course, my iPhone 6S didn't want to connect, and I get it, because the farther Mac goes and advances, and it's not like they're doing anything to my iPhone X that's right there. So every now and then it just won't connect, and then I have to, anyway, long story short, wasn't going to do it, but I felt like, we got to regroup. We got to regroup here as a community, and if it's not just for a Wick's wife iPhone 6S, I've tried to switch it to I have literally probably 10 iPhones, 6S, 7, 8, 10, the X or whatever. But so certain things just they won't grasp eCam, and I don't have time in a day to set up the geometry of this thing here that we call the pianomattyb green stream. I think I missed a comment here. Squeaky McGee, it's our community. We don't always have to agree on everything, but we're okay with that. We still support each other as long as we agree on most things. Yeah, I have to agree. It's, the people that have I can't even say that they've complained. They took offense or whatever. I think that's a great signal for people to to not come back. If you take offense to it, see you later. I mean, all the best. I guess there's softer issues for people, but listen, they're so few and far between. I don't even like to bring them up because it's like 1 out of 1,000. So who cares? Andre P, the fact that Maddie still has a 6S is why we watch him. Well, listen, Andre P, I've tried to advance the tech. However, it's shooting in 1080. I mean, we could go to 4K, I suppose, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try that just for gits and shiggles in September. See if we can get to 4K. I don't really think it's the do or die of the production, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think my production video is shot in 4K. No, it's not. But it doesn't matter. I mean, the 1080 to 4K. What is it gonna matter? Derek Porter, interestingly, the video quality is worst on YouTube. Yeah, Bobby Freeman, if the truth offends you, that is a YP. Yes, it is a YP. That's what I mean. It's a good signal. It's a good signal for everybody. If you find it offensive, all the best. See you later. Better buy those backup 6S off eBay while they still exist. Well, I have a 7 and I have an 8. I currently have my main phone. What is this? This is I think it's a 11. But so some phones come with a little pro tip here. The way they frame it, you'll get black bars in it. So that's why I can't use like the 9 to 11. That's got to be either 12 or an 8 or a 6S. So 67.2, it looks like we're kind of getting up there. I mean, what would we like to see here? A V-shaped recovery? Let's draw it in. Maybe the community can will it. This would be a V-shaped recovery back into this little channel if we extend it out. What is that? 69.7. I feel like we've been at 69 forever. Doesn't matter. This is where this price is going to sit. And just let me say one thing as an unpopular opinion. We may be here for a while. You know, well, here's the good news. It's the summer. There's a million things to do. There's a million things to fill up your time. I know there's 2 weeks in the summer where I've rented a cabin out at Victoria Beach, which is like an hour and a half away. I kind of grew up there. My family had a cabin there. My sister has one now, but they're very busy. So I just rented one and we'll do live streams from there. But we're talking July, so it's about 6 weeks away from now. And I'm at max power. I only find Gary and Liz offensive. Me too. The trigger warning, Gary Ginsler, Lizzie Dubs. That's 6 weeks away from now. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're 6 weeks from here and we're just kind of dilly-dallying around 69K. Now there is the cup and handle on the ding-dong. Right here, cup and handle. That will play out to 83. So I feel from here, I mean, will we sit in the weeds in the 70s? It's a good question. I like to think the next leg up will be, I don't want to get this all messy here, but let's see this leg up here. Remember, that is a long consolidation. Let's call it, what is that? December, holy smokes. December to February, end of March, December, January, February, March. That's 4 months. And then boom, within, what is that, a month, we were up from 40 to 60, 20K. Here we have the same thing. This is February to June, February, March, April, May. That's 5 months. 5 months in this channel. That's a long time. It's a long time to be channeling, 5 months. And so we hit another 20K here. We'll be up around that 83K mark, which is, that's exciting. But will it bring retail back? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll know when retail's back. But here's my dark theory is retail may never come back. They may get lost in the swamps of the meme coins, which is fine. Some people will make out okay. The majority won't. But maybe some of the majority that makes out will will get orange pilled into Bitcoin, and they'll realize, oh, this is why the meme coins attracted me in here. And then they will become Bitcoiners in the end, or they'll get royally screwed from a rug pull and they'll never come back again. However, when the price was, let's say, 40K and below, it was a pot of gold that you could kind of see over the horizon. Well, I could get to 40K, and, whatever your income is, you could get there. If the price stayed low enough, you could DCA your ace off until you got to 40K. Once it gets to 80 or 100K, it'll become a mirage, a financial mirage that they can't really wrap their minds around. Well, I'll never get a Bitcoin, so why bother, right? But that's not the issue. The issue is you got to look at Bitcoin as a bank. Bitcoin is the new bank that you save all your dirty blood money, fiat. Hey, look, it's Viddy Boo Boos. What is he doing on this stream? Viddy, did we talk that you were going to come on that? Yeah, initially, back on, there was a time where I had a bunch of Ethereum in the old days, but I got rid of it because I don't like. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi per se, but I'm a human minimalist, and I think when inevitably humans will ruin everything, as great as they are. The miracle of the human experience is dressed in flaws, and that's okay. That's how we learn. But with all these humans, we have we have the greed factor, we have the fear factor, and the majority of these altcoins. And this is what I've said on around the blockchain a million times, is that I worry about there's this concept of sexual energy. Whoa, Matty B, where are you going with this? And it's just the how you navigate the world of love and lust, so to speak. And these mega nerds who have come out with and become billionaires, they don't have that experience. And it's crucial. We all know, we've all had broken hearts. We know how devastating it can be and how it can derail your life. And there's no class in high school what to do. So you have a broken heart. What to do next? There's nothing. You're basically left on your own in your own desert island to figure out how you pick up the pieces and get back to life, right? And the longer you go without that experience, the worse it gets. So these nerds that come up with these protocols, like Viddy Boo Boos, he could be 30 and never really experience the true broken heart, and when he does, I think it's going to shit. Because unless he has a number 2 and a number 3 that can like phone him while he's in bed all day and all night, hey, you gonna come to the office? Screw it. I don't care about crypto anymore. You know how it goes. That's how it goes when you're young, right? But your emotional intelligence when you're 16, 17, you can be that same emotional intelligence in your 30s and 40s if you don't have the experience of getting your heart broken or the experience of having relationships fail. And so that's what I'm always worried about when it comes to these humans behind things. Yes, eventually they will probably screw things up. That's just the way humans go. Doesn't mean they're bad, just means they're human. 67.3. Bobby Freeman, Solana might be the most attainable top coin. Yeah, I think so. Solana is one of the ones I like. Make no mistake, Solana is as centralized as any other altcoin or human-based protocol, if it were. But one of these altcoins, one of these protocols will be, the next Amazon, and that's okay. It doesn't take away from Bitcoin's value proposition. It's almost, it's essentially apples and oranges, because I'll have a lot of conversations with people that'll be like, well, so this Bitcoin and then these altcoins, and I'm like, well, let's separate Bitcoin. Let's just put Bitcoin over here. And if you want to talk about altcoins, let's talk about altcoins here. But we can't really bridge the two. The two are much different. Steve O says Sol will 5x this bull run. What is it at now? It's at 154. What is that? 900, 650, 750, 800, about $800. Yeah, that would be. Is that the interesting thing about Solana to me is that, we don't know what's going to be around. We honestly don't know what's around the corner. And with AI getting into the coding game, how far away are we from taking some altcoin's code and dumping it into AI and saying, fix the speed or fix the scalability? I mean, we couldn't ask these questions 3 years ago. Now we can, and we inevitably will. And when that happens, I don't know, it could get scary. It could screw everything up, because we have now AI who are the best traders too. Because imagine that. You're not only, when it comes to trading, let's go back here. When it comes to trading, you're no longer trading against pros, like human pros. And when I say human pros, we've been through this. Human pros are 1% of 1%. So you are, as good as you think you may be, you are trading against Wayne Gretzky's. So you have to ask yourself, am I good against Wayne? Am I as good as Wayne Gretzky? Could I beat Wayne Gretzky? The answer is probably no. Now you could, right? But back in the day, we're talking Edmonton Oilers, 81, 85. I actually lived in Edmonton. Here's a little funny story about Wayne Gretzky. Well, I lived in Edmonton in 1980, 1981, and my dad played in a band. And his singer, and you can Google all this, the singer in his band was a girl named Vicky. Now, one day, Vicky's boyfriend came to pick Vicky up from the basement rehearsing, and I was there, in my pajamas. And, well, Lord love a duck if it wasn't Wayne Gretzky at our door. Yeah. Of course, we didn't know who Wayne Gretzky was because we weren't into hockey. But I think he was the number 1 draft pick in 1980. So we're talking about Wayne Gretzky, like rookie year in my dad's basement, picking up his girlfriend, Vicky. And he had a calendar, like a 1980 and 81 calendar. And he wrote, Matt, all the best, blah, 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 Wayne Gretzky. And of course, I didn't know anything about it, nor did I really care. So it's ended up in some shoebox beside my trombone and karate suit that I didn't use for 10 years. And when I started thinking about it, back like maybe 10 years later, actually, we're like, where is that? And we went looking for it, and we found it. However, because it was rolled up and not taken care of, it was basically unusable. So now I think about these days, like imagine having that rookie year signed calendar from Wayne Gretzky. Anyway, how did I get to Wayne? Oh yeah, pros. So scatterbrain, holy smokes. You're no longer even trading against the pros. You're trading against the pros of pros, AI. Think about how they aggregate info. Every chart moving, boom, they got it all, right? That's unbelievable. We've never seen anything like that. And it can be good and bad, but the bad part about it is that it takes your edge away. If you had an edge, I think it's gone. Your edge now, I think I left a comment on someone's comment on yesterday's stream. It's like they thought they'll never be a trader. And I'm like, well, don't try to be a trader. Be an investor and have a long-term time horizon on it. That's what's going to really save you. And it's hard because, things change so fast these days. We don't know what's going to happen. We think even in this range of normalcy, this 5 months, think about how fast things can change. Holy smokes. Look, it's Duke. Duke, I was wondering where he is. He's upstairs. Dada. Hey, buddy. I was waiting for you to come down. I see you, buddy. I see you. Isn't that funny, eh? He's upstairs, I guess, on the iPad. The serpent eats its tail here. Anyway, hey, Duke, are you coming down to sing us out, or am I just going to close it out here? Hi, everybody. Wow, this is funny. This is a new... Duke has entered the chat. That's right. So Duke is now an honorary member I'm on a laptop. Oh, I gotcha. He's on the laptop. Well, Duke, I mean, I guess we can enter do quick Q&A with Duke. If you have a question with Duke, by all means, let him know. There is Dave Digital, Infinity Duke. If you haven't seen Duke's latest video, he does a tutorial on one. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. And he wants to, before he did that, we're playing the same game. Oh, Duke, you're funny. It's like, I feel like the weird thing is that your comments, I feel like an adult. You're only 8 years old, you little Dickens. So, Duke, Michael Norris has a question. How do you feel about the number 2? I think that's a reference to the song. Anyway, with the video we did before that was a self-defense video where he taught people how to do certain moves. And when he went to save it, he pressed delete. It happens all the time. I've done it many times. So the next video is going to be Duke punching me and taking me down and showing mounts and whatnot. There's Duke's YouTube channel, Infinity Duke. All right, everybody. That's right. It's the long game, Infinity Duke. You're too funny. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks, Duke, for tuning in upstairs. Bobby Freeman. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, the markets, they pump hard.
Make sure you like and subscribe.